14th October, Saint Kalistus, Pope and Martyr. Optional Memoria. Tradition has it that he was a slave who, when he obtained his freedom, was made a deacon by Pope Sephrenius and later succeeded him. He fought strenuously against the heresies of modalism and adoptionism. He was martyred in the year 222 and buried on the Via Aurelia. A reading from the treatise of Saint Cyprian to Fortunatus. There is a crown for those who in times of peace keep true to their conscience. The sufferings of this life are not worth comparing with the approaching glory that is to be revealed to us. Who then would not be ready to do his utmost to attain that great glory which makes him a friend of God, a sharer straightway in the joy of Christ, and a winner of the prizes which God bestows after the torments and punishments suffered on earth? The glory of soldiers who serve in the armies of this world is to return home in triumph after defeating their enemy. How much greater and more desirable then is the glory of the man who returns in triumph to paradise after defeating the devil. How much greater it is to bring back the trophies of victory to the very place from which Adam was expelled after he had sinned, and to leave behind mortally wounded that enemy who had previously succeeded in deceiving him. How much greater it is to be able to offer God those gifts he finds most acceptable: steadfast faith, a soul unstained by sin, praise of a devout heart. How much greater it is to be one of the Lord's company when he comes to judge his enemies, to stand at his side when he sits in judgment. How much greater it is to be a fellow heir with Christ, to be ranked with the angels, to rejoice with the patriarchs, the apostles and the prophets that we have entered into possession of the kingdom of heaven. What persecution could make us forget these things? What torture could obliterate them? The will is strong and steadfast, which is grounded on the great truths of our religion. The soul, which is strengthened by a sure and sound faith in the realities of the life to come, holds firm against all the fears inspired by the devil and against the menaces of this world. Persecution shuts down all homes on earth, but heaven will be wide open. Antichrist may utter threats, but Christ himself will watch over us. Death is inflicted, but immortality follows. What dignity, what security to live this life with joy, triumphant over trials and tortures. One moment to close those eyes with which we used to gaze on men and on the world, the next to open them to see God and Christ. Speedy indeed will be this joyful transition. Suddenly you will be snatched from earth to find rest in the kingdom of heaven. Reflections such as these we should ponder and cherish, meditating upon them day and night. If a soldier of God were like this, his valor, ever ready for the fight, would never be defeated by persecution. But even should he receive the summons to heaven before the battle, he will not lose the prize for his faith, which was prepared for martyrdom. At the judgment seat of God, he will receive his reward immediately. There is a crown for those who in times of persecution fight the good fight. There is a crown too for those who in times of peace keep true to their conscience.